In my previous video, I illustrated how to run the two samples independent t-test using SPSS. Now that test actually requires that the data are normal. So how do we assess normality of the data? Well, this is where the QQ plot becomes useful. So if you recall, to get the QQ plots, you go to Analyze, choose Descriptive Statistics, and then Explore. And make sure that you click on Plots and check these normality plots with test. Okay, when you hit OK, it will give you this table of summary measures, the test of normality results, and then the two QQ plots. So what we want to see is something that looks like this, where the dots follow this reference line. And what we don't want to see is something that looks like this curve pattern here. So it looks like for the female data, we have some issues or some departures from normality. And this is verified by the Shapiro-Wilk test. So if you look at the p-value for the female data, the p-value is 0.005, which is less than the usual level of significance of 0.05. So that implies that we might have some issues with normality. Unlike the male data, the p-value is 0.204, which is not smaller than 0.05. So the male data is reasonably normal, but not the female data. So in this case, it is actually not appropriate to use the t-test. So what do we do in this case? So I guess the simple answer here is not to use the t-test, but use something else. So there is an alternative for us. You can go down to the non-parametric test. These tests don't assume normality. So just choose independent samples and then go to fields. Choose the variable that you want to test. In this case, I'm going to use again the waistline. And the grouping is based on gender. And then you just run it. And SPSS will do the necessary calculation and will give you just one table, this table here. And from here it says that the independent samples Mann-Whitney U-test was employed. And what you need to do is basically look at this p-value here, the 0.004, and it actually tells you that using the significance level of 0.05, we can reject the null hypothesis. This implies that we have found enough evidence here to say that the means are not equal. So that's how you run the Mann-Whitney U-test. Thank you.